Hi, I'm Phil. Thanks so much for joining us today for the first Stadia Connect. This series gives you a look at Stadia news, events, new titles, bonus features, and more. We'll be posting these Stadia Connect videos from time to time to bring you the latest from Google straight to all of you, the players. We've got a bunch of exciting news to share with you today, so let's get started. 3 months ago, we gave you a first look at Stadia, a new generation game platform powered by the best of Google. Today, we're going to tell you about the first wave of games available at launch. We'll share pricing details, including an exclusive launch offer, and you'll learn how to become one of the first Stadia players. Stadia has been years in the making across different Google teams. Google's mission has always been to make information more accessible for everyone. With Stadia, our goal is to make gaming more accessible for everyone too. We designed Stadia to bring together game players and game watchers from around the world into one global community of gamers. And Stadia makes it easy to play your favorite games on any screen in your life. At launch later this year, you'll be able to play Stadia games on your TV, desktop, laptop, tablet, and on Pixel smartphones, starting with Pixel 3, as well as the brand new Pixel 3a that we announced last month. Wherever you are, Stadia lets you play the latest games. No downloads, no patches, no installs. Just grab your controller and you're in. This level of access and availability represents a huge shift in the gaming world. Instead of a console or a PC, you're using Google's data center as the platform. We handled the intense gameplay processing and graphics, so there's no console required to play your favorite games. That's what Stadia is all about, the games. Today, we're unveiling the very first wave of games coming to the platform at launch. We're working with hundreds of leading publishers and developers around the world to deliver their biggest and best titles to Stadia. We've lined up an incredible selection of games spanning nearly every genre, including fighting, sports, role-playing games, first-person action, and racing titles, and we're just getting started. This worldwide exclusive unveil comes straight from our friends at Larian Studios.
So Larian is a company where we try to give everybody a lot of freedom because we want them to come with their ideas. No, thanks, man. Forget it. My name is Sven Vinke. I am the founder and director of Larian Studios. So Larian Studios was founded in '97 in Ghent in Belgium. I've seen the entire evolution of the games industry. We keep on driving the state-of-the-art forward so fast. You don't have that in music, you don't have it in movies. But in video games, you have it, and Stadia is like the next leap. I mean, it is quite revolutionary. Larian Studios was founded to be able to create big epic RPGs in which the world reacts to what you're doing, in which you could play together with your friends. When we released Divinity Original Sin 1, I tried approaching Wizards of the Coast, trying to tell them that we should be the ones making Baldur's Gate 3. They didn't necessarily believe me back then, but then we started making Divinity Original Sin 2, and then at some point they just reached out to me and they said, well, you're the guy that wanted to make Baldur's Gate 3. Do you still want to make Baldur's Gate 3? And you say, yeah, of course I still want to make Baldur's Gate 3. And that got the conversation rolling, and before you knew it, we were constructing story. It was awesome. It was a geek dream come true. Baldur's Gate 3 is the biggest game that we've ever done. We had to triple the size of the studio to be able to do it. Production values are very, very, very high, but the game deserves it. I mean, people have been waiting on it for a very long time, so it deserves to be top-notch in every single aspect, and it's shaping up to be a beautiful game. But the coolest thing about it all is that by bringing it to Stadia, pretty much everybody is going to be able to play it at the highest quality settings, because Stadia is democratic in that sense, if you want. It doesn't differentiate between what platform you're playing it on, because everything is server-based.
We can't wait for you to play Baldur's Gate 3 on Stadia. And whether you're playing an RPG like Baldur's Gate 3 or any of the other titles and genres we'll share today, we know that players demand the most responsive experiences from their games. And we have architected Stadia to give you the fastest possible response between what your fingers are doing and what your eyes are seeing. So, what does that mean for the internet connection you're on right now? Let's quickly dig into the numbers. Our highest quality gaming experience is remarkable, with 4K HDR video at 60 frames per second and 5.1 surround sound. We're able to deliver this experience to users with a connection speed of around 35 megabits per second. And with Google handling the processing load, you can enjoy smooth gameplay even if you don't have that kind of connection. So let's say you have a connection speed of just 10 megabits per second. You can still get at least 720p video at 60 frames per second with stereo sound. We're really proud of the experience we're able to deliver, and it's all thanks to more than 20 years of work at Google, building and optimizing our networks and data centers to support services with billions of users like YouTube, Gmail, Android, Google Play, Maps, and of course, Google Search. The latency and speed demands of online gaming aren't far off from the demands we've been meeting for years. We handle the back end so you can play the games you want, when you want, on whatever screen you prefer. Back in October of 2018, we put this idea to the test with Project Stream. We invited users to stream Assassin's Creed Odyssey at up to 1080p and 60 frames per second. It was a phenomenal gaming experience on a wide range of PCs and laptops that were simply running a Chrome browser. With Project Stream, we demonstrated that we can transmit the live instance from the data center to your screen faster than your eye is transmitting those images to your brain. That's critical for fast-paced games on Stadia, like Mortal Kombat. It's truly a new paradigm for gaming. And since we announced Stadia a few months ago, we've gotten a lot of interest about this new way to play. In our conversations and meetups with game developers, they're excited about the possibilities of an ever-evolving play experience. And we can't wait to get Stadia in the hands of gamers later this year. So let's share some more details about the platform and what you'll need to get started at launch. You'll get the best experience playing with our new Stadia controller. It's designed specifically for streaming games, and it includes a capture button for your game footage and a button to access the Google Assistant. Of course, you can also play Stadia games with any supported game controller or with a mouse and keyboard. The only other thing you need is a screen to play on. Want to play on the HD TV in your living room? Just plug in a Chromecast Ultra. If you'd rather play on your laptop, desktop, or tablet, open a Chrome browser window. Our vision is for Stadia to run on any screen that runs Chrome, or you can use the Stadia app on your Pixel 3. We'll be expanding to more screens down the line too, including more smartphones. When you're ready to play, the Stadia controller connects directly to your game running in the Google data center. That direct connection is key to providing the highest possible performance and the best streaming experience. We have so many more details on the Stadia controller, which you can find at stadia.com. We're also a tweet away at Google Stadia to answer all your questions. We're very excited to introduce you to a number of new titles coming to Stadia at launch. Let's take a look.
I'm a wolf, raised to be the alpha, trained to follow. Alas, the beast can't be tamed that easily. This wild territory is the perfect den for my kind. A free world where I can roam and explore with no end. But I came here on the hunt, hidden among sheep, focused on their superficial dreams, moving up the food chain step by step before I dominate them all. With one target always clearly in my sights: to secure the future with technology others developed but were too fearful to deploy. By tooth and claw, I took this island, and by tooth and claw, I will rule it. The wolf knows when a predator nears. Can a ghost take on the lone wolf? Maybe. Tracking, analyzing, stalking, patiently, tirelessly. But there is no place for the weak and the wounded here. We are wolves. Stand by.
Okay. Standing by. In position.
3, 2, 1.
So Tom Clancy's The Division 2 happened 7 months after a deadly pandemic that started in New York, spread not only across the nation, but also across the world. And you, as an agent of the Strategic Homeland Division has been called to Washington, D.C. to help take the city back and save the country. So one of the major challenges is to take an RPG and to create a fast-paced, action-packed shooting game. We learned a lot from the first game, and we improved on that. And what we have today, I think, is the best cover-based shooter RPG out there. One of the real benefits of choosing Washington, D.C. for the second game is that we have all of these amazing, iconic buildings. The White House, the Capitol, we have the Air and Space Museum, we have the Lincoln Memorial, and of course, there's even a control point at the base of the Washington Monument.
Stadia means that you can play your game anywhere. The collaboration with Google has been really awesome because they're a very open company, at least with us as partners. We know games and they know infrastructure. So together we can bring a powerful, visually appealing experience to all Stadia users. Together we can make the best of it. The exciting part about partnering with Google is that they really have the bandwidth and just the physical infrastructure to pull something like this off. Bringing the Division 2 to Stadia has been a learning experience and an immensely thrilling journey. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do in the future.
That's a look at just some of the amazing titles we're bringing to you at launch. And now, here to tell you about Stadia's pricing and availability is my friend and colleague, John.
We're launching Stadia with a diverse mix of games from lots of genres and world-class game publishers. There's truly something for everyone. With Stadia, you can put your money toward the things that really matter, the latest, greatest game experiences that you can play anywhere. To unlock these experiences, we're offering a premium subscription for our Stadia players. Introducing Stadia Pro. It delivers the best of Stadia for just $9.99 per month. Stadia Pro gives you regular content that we add to your library for being a Stadia Pro member at our highest streaming quality. 4K, HDR, 60 frames per second with 5.1 surround sound. And we're going a step further to celebrate players who want to be the first playing on Stadia. We know there's a passionate world of players out there who want bigger, better, more accessible gaming experiences. After announcing Stadia, we've heard from so many gamers who share our excitement. For those fans, we've created a custom, limited edition set of exclusive features and content. We call it the Stadia Founders Edition, and you can pre-order it starting today. The Founders Edition includes everything you need to get started with Stadia, and you'll have the first access to Stadia when it launches later this year. We want to make sure your games look great on the biggest screen in your home, so the Founders Edition comes with a Chromecast Ultra for streaming it up to 4K HDR at 60 frames per second directly to your TV. You'll also receive a limited edition Night Blue Stadia controller, as well as 3 months of Stadia Pro. And we know gaming is more fun with a friend. The Founders Edition comes with a 3-month Buddy Pass, so you can gift Stadia Pro access to a friend or family member. You can also pick up an additional Stadia controller for $69. It comes in clearly white, just black, and wasabi. And here's the best part about the Founders Edition. You'll be among the first players to secure your exclusive Stadia name. So you'll get the Stadia name you want and the bragging rights that go along with it. So you're getting a Chromecast Ultra, the limited edition Night Blue Stadia controller, 3 months of Stadia Pro for you and a friend, and you'll be among the first players to select a Stadia name. It's all in the Stadia Founders Edition, and it's coming to these 14 countries. And we're working hard to expand Stadia to additional countries in 2020 and beyond. We do have one more surprise. Gamers who buy the Stadia Founders Edition will get the complete Destiny 2 experience as part of Stadia Pro. Let's take a look.
Destiny's about being a super powerful hero set loose in a really beautiful world.
The first time I fired my super, I was like screaming, I'm so badass right now. I've been playing games for 30 years and I've never experienced that.
Destiny is about playing with your friends.
My best moments are with other players. The first time I beat Vault of Glass, I know who was there with me. and that just makes it feel so much more rich.
Bungie's always been at the forefront of exploring new ways to bring our games to our players.
We are now our own publisher. Did you know this?
And with Stadia, we get to be the tip of the spear with something that's new.
Our push now is to remove all the barriers that we have to playing Destiny.
Whenever, wherever, with whomever you want.
And we're allowing players to have access to all of it. All of our planets, all of our cooperative strikes, all of our competitive modes, Gambit, raids. It's all there for players to jump in and have fun with.
Shadowkeep is the next chapter in the Destiny story.
It's a pretty haunting tale. There are these nightmares that are walking the moon, and you'll have to find a way to conquer these nightmares and face your fears.
We have a lot to do with Destiny 2. We're not done yet.
We now are in control of our own destiny. Behind us, we have an incredible community. And with Stadia, I think we're going to open up an entirely new opportunity for players to come in and play with their friends from around the world.
Looking to the future always brings us back to the past. Can you feel them? I can still hear their voices. Their endless torment reshapes our moon. Nightmares now stalk the surface. Walking shadows, seeking vengeance. Our old fears, they rise again. And in the dark below, something wicked has awakened. We must bring an end to this suffering. One way or another.
A big thank you to our friends at Bungie for partnering with us to bring the full Destiny 2 experience to Stadia. The base game, all previous add-ons, the newest expansion, and the annual pass. They're all included in your Stadia Pro subscription. And as an added bonus, you'll be able to transfer your Destiny Guardian to Stadia from any other platforms. To recap, the Stadia Founders Edition comes with limited edition Night Blue controller, Chromecast Ultra, 3 months of Stadia Pro, the full Destiny 2 experience, first dibs on your Stadia name, and a buddy pass to give Stadia Pro to a friend for 3 months. Good luck deciding who you're going to give it to. When you add everything up, that's almost $300 of value. And you'll get it all in the Founders Edition for just $129, which you can pre-order now. We're excited to offer the Founders Edition to gamers around the world, but it's only available for a limited time, in limited quantities, so don't wait too long to pre-order. If you don't want the Founders Edition or Stadia Pro, you can still buy and play Stadia games without a subscription. Simply buy the games you want when you want them. We call this Stadia Base, and any games you purchase, they're yours to play whenever you want. So whether you're ready to go all in with the Founders Edition bundle, or if you prefer Stadia Base, you have options. All right, let's bring Phil back for a few final details and surprises.
Thanks for tuning in to this first look at some of our most exciting launch titles, pricing details, and how to access Stadia right at launch. You can get more details and info at stadia.com/FAQ, or you can find it in the description here, or tweet us at Google Stadia. We'll have much more to come soon, including additional announcements from some of the world's best game publishers. Thanks for watching. I can't wait for you to experience Stadia for yourself. And with that, we're excited to show you one last collection of games.
Listen up already! He's out.